What is up, you guys? Today I have the Soundcore Space Q45s. These things are super sweet, guys. I'm excited to show you them. But first off, I do want to mention that Soundcore did send these to me, as well as this pair of Space A40s, which I will be reviewing. And if you want to see the review on these Space A40s, then stay tuned and I should have the video out next week. But for now, we're going to start off with reviewing these Space Q45s. These are Bluetooth wireless headphones. They boast a very good noise canceling system. Let's see, it'll show you right here. It has a 3-stage adaptive noise canceling system here. So what that means is that basically it's got a really good noise canceling technology in this thing. And they say it can reduce noises by up to 98%. This is going to be some of the best noise canceling that you can find on the market right now for headphones. We've got 50 hours of playtime, which is insane, and that's with noise canceling on. On the back of the box, we've got some more features. I'll let you pause and read that if you want, but I'm going to be going through all of these features as we go through this review. So part of the adaptive noise canceling here is that it'll actually adjust automatically according to your surroundings. So whether you're on a plane, on a train, on a bus, or in crowds or wherever you are, it's going to automatically adapt the noise canceling to give you the best noise canceling in that environment. They've got high-res audio, wireless and wired. So there is an aux port on these, so you can use them with a cord. Alright, so the packaging on these is pretty nice. It's actually very minimal, because once you open it, you'll see that just straight out of the box, that is what you have inside. The headphones are in this case. It's nice that they include a case. And then right here in the bottom, you get this little whatever, and your user manuals and books, warranty and stuff like that. So very, very minimal packaging, which is great. Good for the environment, and still a high quality box and looks very nice. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the headphones and the case that they come in. There's the Soundcore branding on the case here on the front. You've got a little carrying strap, so you can strap it to something or carry it however you want. As you can see, it doesn't really get fingerprints. It's a nice like matte finish, so I like that. So opening it up, on the inside there's your headphones, and I must say the design on these, just like, I think it's just beautiful. I think they look so good. I mean, you can tell on camera just the accents, and I don't know really what it is, but I just think these things look sick. So taking these out now, there's a plastic piece in here that you can take out easily out of the case. But I find, and this is honestly one of my greater complaints of these headphones, is that it's kind of hard to get these back in. I tried not using that plastic piece and just doing it like this, which it works fine, but I was like getting all confused, not remembering like which way it was supposed to go. Actually, it seems to fit better without the plastic, as long as you can remember which way it goes, because I couldn't remember which one folded in first. So you got, as you can see, these things fold like that, and then you can also fold them this way, but they don't fit in the case this way, so you have to fold it that way. And then putting it in the case like that, it sticks out just a little bit right there, and it makes it slightly hard to close the case. You kind of have to push that in and force the case closed over it. You kind of have to bend them in order to fit in the case, because it wants to be too wide between there. Even with these adjusted all the way closed, it's still like that, and I don't know why they did it that way, but it's just a little annoying thing when you're trying to put them back in the case. That's all. It's great that they came with both an aux cord and a charging cord. Of course, it's a USB Type-C charging cord, and it's pretty decently long. Not like the tiny little short ones that you usually get. And then you get a good size aux cord as well. It's nice that they kept that option there for people who are using a computer, doing video editing or gaming or whatever it is. Sometimes it's nice to have those aux cords compatible still. So looking at the design of these things, they're pretty sleek, like I said. I really just like all the accents. You can see right there it says Space Series, and it's just super sleek and good looking. And I hope I'm not annoying you by saying that, but I really do think these things look amazing. The top here is like a aluminum strip, and then to adjust it you just go like that. It's really easy to adjust them while they're on your head as well. Soundcore branding on both sides there, as well as on the ear cups right there. Now all the buttons and stuff are kind of tucked away in this shiny finish, which makes them harder to see, which makes them look better and look sleeker. And you don't really need to see them because they're on your head most of the time that you're using the buttons. But it is honestly a little hard to find the buttons. You're gonna have to get used to them when you're listening to music and you need to play and pause. That's gonna be this little one right here, which is just above the auxiliary port. And then above the play and pause button is the volume up and down, which you can also use to skip and go back tracks. They say that this is a aluminum hinge, so that should make it more durable. And yeah, it's got the, you can pivot it this way and then up and down like that. And in the ear cups, you've got the left and right indicators, and these ear cups are like almost like a memory foam. They're actually really comfortable, very, very comfortable, and good noise sealing around the ear here. Yeah, I've got really no complaints. The material feels pretty premium. It feels pretty durable, not like that super thin stuff that is gonna rip or whatever easily. On the top here is a little pad. It's not super squishy, but it's definitely enough to keep you comfortable for a couple hours. So then on the other ear cup here, there's your charging port for the USB Type-C. There's your power button and your noise canceling button. So this actually changes between different noise canceling modes, which I'll show you on their app on my phone here in a bit. Alright, so that's pretty much everything as far as the design goes. Like I said, you got that, but you don't have a whole lot of movement on the ear cup itself. Some headphones will like pivot like that on the ear cup, but since it's just attached up here, there's just a little bit of movement there, which I don't find causing any problems as far as comfort or wearing. Now I forgot to talk about prices. The prices here on Amazon is $149.99, so about 150 bucks will get you these, which is honestly a pretty good deal considering all the features that are jam-packed in this thing. It really competes with the higher end like Bose and headphones like that for an affordable price. So I think that's pretty awesome. 150 bucks is definitely not bad for headphones like this. In the description there on Amazon it says ideal for traveling, and I think that's 100% true because of two things: the fit and the comfort, as well as the noise canceling. But I would say if you're looking for a headphone for the gym, these are not gonna be it because they aren't super tight fitting on your head, so they slide around pretty easily. And for that reason, I would never want to wear these to the gym. It could just be the size or shape of my head, but for me at least, they don't fit very tightly or secure, so I definitely would not want to go to the gym with them. I wouldn't want to run in them or anything of that matter. But for traveling, when you're going on long rides on the plane or whatever, these things are going to be great. They're super comfortable over the ears. I'll go ahead and show you what these look like on my head briefly, and then we will go through the features on the app. Alright, so here's what they kind of look like on the neck. Now I've got them on my head. The noise canceling, like, these aren't even on. So like the headphones completely off right now, and just the sealing of the cups do a very good job of canceling the noise, and that's probably how they can get the active noise canceling to be so good, because it really has a good seal around the ear. So yeah, as you can see, they're not too bulky. They're a little bit bulky for what I like. This is what it looks like from the side. Again, as I said, these are very comfortable headphones, and I wouldn't have a problem wearing them for a long period of time. Although the one thing I do have a problem with is just how kind of loose they fit on my head. Even if it's adjusted all the way closed, they just slide around pretty easily, so I definitely wouldn't want to use them for the gym. So another thing that makes these great for travel and just great overall is the fast charging feature. So they claim that 5 minutes of charge will give you 4 hours of playtime. 4 hours of playtime and only 5 minutes of charging. That's just crazy to think about how technology has come so far to be able to do something like that. And along with that, having 65 hours of playtime, like, that's just nuts. I mean, you could go on a full 2-week trip and probably not have to charge these at all once. 50 hours of playtime if you're using the noise canceling feature, but that's just, I mean, it really just blows my mind. So they claim that they have AI enhanced calling, which basically just means that they have technology in these headphones that will boost your call quality. When you're in loud environments, it will detect your voice and boost that so it's clear calling for phone calls. Alright, so now we're going to connect these to my phone. We're going to talk about sound quality, and I'll show you the app on my phone. So to turn them on, you press and hold the power button, and there is a little LED indicator light there. So it's already connected. It connects very fast to your phone, and then I don't know if you heard, but when you turn it on, you get that typical Soundcore sound. It's like just a sound to let you know that it's turning on as well as turning off. And then it tells you the battery. So right now it said battery high. It doesn't tell you the percentage, but it tells you kind of like if it's high or medium or low. And so that's kind of nice to just be reminded that every time you turn it on, you can kind of just keep track of what your battery's at. So now that they're connected, let's grab my phone. In the Bluetooth settings, it does tell you your battery percentage. So it says 100% battery. I think that goes down by 10% at a time. It's not actually completely accurate by percentage, but it does work. So now when we open up the Soundcore app, I'm already connected. As you can see right there, we got the Space Q45. I'm going to click on it. And here's where you get a lot of customization in this app. You can keep track of all your Soundcore devices. And right off the bat, here's your ambient sound. So these are the 3 different modes that you can switch between on the noise canceling, which you can switch by just pressing the button on the... So watch, I'm going to press the button on the headphones here, and it'll change. And you can actually listen closely.
Transparency.
So
Normal.
So when you change these 3 modes on the headphones with this button, it'll give you a voice prompt that tells you which mode you're changing into. But the one thing about that is when your music's playing, you can't really hear what it says unless you pause the music or turn the volume down to be able to hear it, because the sound of the voice prompt is the same throughout, no matter how loud you're playing music or whatever. So one of my favorite features about these headphones, and something that's actually pretty unique, is in this section here you can go to the different modes. So there's the normal mode, there's the transparency mode, and noise cancellation. Now when you go to the transparency mode, you have different options down here, and this is super dope. So you can select between talk mode. So it's either or here. It's either talk mode or custom transparency mode. So with the custom, you can adjust the level of noise that the headphones put in with your transparency. I usually have it at max so I can hear my surroundings more, but if you want less, you can do that. But that's a really sweet option that you can actually adjust the amount that it feeds in through the headphones. And then talk mode is also a really cool feature that I opt to use instead of the custom transparency mode. It'll lower the volume of your music and you won't be able to adjust it up or down when it's in this mode, but it's cool because it allows when people talk to you, it feeds that through and makes it so you can have a conversation or hear somebody that's talking to you while you're still listening to low volume music. So that's a really cool mode down there. And then when you go to the noise cancellation over here, you've got another setting here where you can basically do the same deal here, where you can adapt how much noise you want it to cancel out. This is the adaptive setting, so that's where through the technology in the headphones it'll automatically register what kind of environment you're in and what's the best noise canceling for that. And then down here you've got an option for safe volume. So this is pretty cool. It'll actually tell you if you're playing music. Like say I was to play music right now, it would tell me the decibel level that it's reaching. I don't know how accurate it is, but it gives you an idea of how loud you're putting your music into your ears. And then you can adjust here, you can limit it so you're not turning it up super high, or if you have this like for your kids or whatever, then you can turn it down so they're not blaring music into their ears, damaging their hearing. So that's a nice feature, and you can completely turn that off as well. And these headphones do get pretty dang loud. So another really cool thing that you can do here is kind of customize your controls a little bit. So press once, you've got these different options. You can choose noise cancellation, transparency mode, and normal, which is what I have. It basically just cycles through every time you press it, or you can turn some of those off. And then you've got press twice, so you've got bass up, on, and off. So it's that same noise canceling button that's on the headphones. That is a pretty cool feature actually. That's really nice to be able to do that from the headphone itself. Down here on the bottom, you've got sound effects, and this is where you can customize your EQ. So there's a default Soundcore signature, and then there's 22 other equalizer presets that you can choose from. So all of these, I actually don't use any of these because I just like to do the custom EQ, but it's really nice that you have a lot of variety in basically how you want your headphones to sound, because it's almost like the sound of these headphones is almost subjective because of the customization that you have. And so I always rock with the custom sound, but I did want to show you here on the default. If you are to press the noise canceling button on the headphones twice, watch right here. It'll turn your bass up, on or off, and even if I had it in the custom mode, if I were to double press, it would change over to the default bass up. So I just like to use the custom all the time. In this, you've got all these different frequencies that you can play around with, and this is kind of just what I did quickly, and it sounds pretty dang good. Another thing that's super nice is you can actually add multiple custom ones. So if I wanted to save this and then make a new one for different genres of music, or however you want to do that, you can actually have multiple custom EQs, which is pretty sick. So these aren't super bassy headphones, and that doesn't mean that they don't sound good though. And so if you're someone who likes a lot of bass, just like hard-hitting bass, you're not really going to get that out of these. Even in my custom EQ, having the bass up, it's not super punchy, but I will say that it's a very good sound. The quality is good. The bass is rich, and it's not, like I said, it's not very punchy, but it's there and it's enough, and it's a very balanced sound as well. The highs and the mids are super defined. So these headphones really do sound good. Don't get me wrong. I would like to have more bass, but I'm not really complaining because the overall sound of them is just so crisp and clear, and I honestly appreciate that more than just having a bunch of bass. Another feature that these have that add to the high-res audio is that they are equipped with LDAC. So as far as the price point, $150, I think that these are worth $150. I think that it's a pretty good price point for what you're getting in this package. Although, personally, I wouldn't pay $150 for them just because I don't like the over-ear headphone style. I think they're bulky and I don't really like to wear them very much. But that's just a personal opinion of mine, and if you guys are looking to get over-ear headphones like this, these are a very good package for the price. Soundcore does sales and stuff, so you might be able to get a good deal on Black Friday, or just keep your eye out on Amazon. Sometimes they'll do sales there. But I will leave a link in the description if you guys are interested in buying these. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I thank you so much for watching, and I was excited to share these with you, so I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any more questions, just leave comments down below, and I will try to answer them my best. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.